Good day to you out there, viewers. Of course, welcome to the first edition of 3M Sports Channel. And of course, on 3M Sports Channel, it's going to be strictly, constantly about the Nigerian League. Once in a while, of course, we will talk about other sports and, of course, football in other countries. But our main focus on 3M Sports Channel is Nigerian League. We want to grow it. We want to talk about the problems and the way forward. That is why we are focusing more on Nigerian League on 3M Sports Channel. My name is Vincent Akimbami, and of course, I'll be doing this constantly with my co-pilots in the person of KC. And of course, KC is someone who also played in Nigerian League in years back, and of course now a journalist. And of course, he'll always be here to look at issues with me when it comes to Nigerian League and of course other sports once in a while. KC, you are welcome to this first edition of 3M Sports Channel.
Thank you, Vincent. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon, everyone out there. It's a pleasure to be here.
And of course, it's going to be a very fast one for us today. And being the first edition, I will call on you to constantly hook up to this channel to get to know what's happening on the Nigerian football league scene. And of course, like we all know, the chairman of the Nigerian Premier League, Chief Honorable Elegbele, of course, has reaffirmed the fact that the Premier League will start on the 31st of August. And that's a plus for the board, because this is one of the first time that we're not seeing postponement of the kickoff of the Nigerian League. I think it's a plus for them, and of course a lot has been happening. A lot happened last season in the Nigerian Premier League, where we had a lot of issues before the board of the Elegbele took over. Of course, they were at first an interim board before they became the Nigerian Premier League board. Of course, before then we had so many issues about poor officiating, encroachment of field, the pitch by fans. We had, of course, times where we had players being attacked by fans. We also had a poor calendar, unstable calendar in Nigerian Football League, and a lot of course was happening. But as it is right now, I think we've seen some changes. We've seen that we had few poor officiating. Well, we had some, of course. We also had a few encroachment. The one that actually got bad was the last one of the last few matches in the league, Enyimba Rangers, which filled about 50,000 crowd. And of course, as it is right now, a players' contract also being looked upon. One might just give them a pass mark, but we'll be looking at some issues that need to be done as the year goes by. KC, last season, how do you look at it compared to the previous seasons in the Nigerian League?
It only get better. It only get better. Kudos to them. Last season, at least you will compare to the other seasons. You know, last season we saw what happened in Enugu. I begin to my joy in that game against Enyimba Rangers is seeing the turnout at the stadium. It reminds me of those days of Leventis United. IBB Homers in Abiola Babes. You see crowd in the stadium. Leventis United. You see crowd in the stadium going to watch in the Nigerian League. I was so glad, so happy seeing that. Now, these are things we expect. To continue the season. Now, Elegbele has done a lot. Let's give it to him. Let's give it to him.
And they've tried.
They've tried, but we need more. We need more. When it comes to increment of the individual play, it's all over the world. Even in South America, you see things like that. There's a game I watched last season in South America. That's the Argentina League. They beat up the. Although it's not good, but it's only in Nigeria. You see things like that. But it can only get better. Which I hope this season will do better.
Yes, of course. This season should be better, and we expect that the board, of course, will ensure that any harassment, any encroachment, harassment of referees or players, encroachment by fans, of course, should be met with 3 points. They should not look at anybody's face. So whether your governor is the best friend of anybody, just deduct 3 points from that person. No dilly dally. Let the governors know that yes, this is business. And also, the issue of club licensing requirement is a key. That is the foundation of professionalism. And of course, it has to do with the fact that you have internal and external corporate governance, which the league board will need to sit down. We have not started yet on that, and that's the foundation, like I said. And of course, I know things will always get better. Also, they should try and look for sponsorship, TV rights that will bring more money to the clubs. That at least it will make them to, aside from relying on funds from the owners or the government, they also have to make money from TV rights.
That's the key. That's the key, because in any league all over the world, they have sponsors. There are people coming to sponsor the league. We saw some years back. We saw Passport, sponsor the league. I remember those days when I was in Lagos. I would go to Agege Stadium. They were already covering a lot of games in the Premier League, in the Nigerian League. But we are not seeing that. That is one area I think we need to work on. And again, let me just go back to what you said about reducing 3 points. I think we need to stop that reduction of 3 points. I think the best thing for me is about not about banishing. That is not about banishing. The best thing is We don't just relegate it. Any club that is fine once, it should be relegated.
That might be too harsh.
No, it should. No, that's the only way. That is the only way it's going to sit up, because we've seen a lot of 3 points resulting 3 points at the end of the day.
No, this 3 points were not deducted much. There are times they tell you, they bring stories, they write a petition, they end up forgetting about the whole thing. So, but let them be strict on that 3-point petition. I'm very sure clubs don't like points. They can pay an amount. We tell them to pay, they pay an amount. Well, let's quickly continue. And I want to tell you that last season, of course, we had Rangers, of course, winning the league with 70 points. And of course, Rangers had the best attack with 56 goals, while Gombe United had the worst attack with only 21 goals. Benationals had the best defense with 30 goals being considered, while Gombe United also had the worst defense with 78